The ROG Xbox Ally X just got a wave of surprise updates. Multiple Xbox and PC titles were suddenly patched with the new ROG Ally optimizations, improving performance and battery life across the board. And now Microsoft is teasing an even bigger rollout of handheld-focused features coming in late 2025 and early 2026. Updates that could completely change how the Ally X fits into the Xbox ecosystem. This isn't just maintenance, it's the clearest sign yet that Microsoft's building a real handheld platform, not just supporting a single device. Let's go over all the news. Let's talk about it. Let's go. So a few games today came out with patches, and a part of those patches is the ROG Xbox Ally optimizations. You can see here is Hogwarts Legacy that tweeted this out in their latest patch. The latest patch, they said, for Hogwarts Legacy on PC is now live, including a series of fixes for mods, improved stability, and support for the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds playable at launch. This is huge because Hogwarts Legacy actually is on Game Pass now. This is one of the first games, I'm downloading it now onto my ROG Xbox Ally X, everybody. I'm very excited to try it out at launch here of the ROG Xbox Ally X. The other one that we're seeing make the rounds here today is Doom the Dark Ages. Now, Doom the Dark Ages is already pretty optimized at launch for the ROG Xbox Ally X. This is giving an overall quality slider here. You can see there's preset designs or preset settings right here for the handheld. That's what's being highlighted. Can I click on this picture? There it is. And you can see the handheld is in there. Advanced overall quality slider, handheld, and then handheld for that. So we're going to see this drop over time for multiple games. Like this is just the beginning. This is day one of that for us. I'm very excited for it. I think that think about this. Day one launch is going to be the least optimized games for the ROG Xbox Ally X that we'll ever see. 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now, we are going to have a plethora of games optimized for the ROG Xbox Ally X. Here's the thing, the device is so powerful right now that it doesn't even matter if it's optimized, really, for the most part. So things are even going to get better from here, and already games are playing fantastic on the ROG Xbox Ally X. Very excited for the future of this. It also leads to this idea that this is not a one and done experiment for Xbox. I think this is the future for Xbox. And we got this from this article here at Pure Xbox. This is on launch day. The ROG Xbox Ally and ROG Xbox Ally X are now available nationwide. This is over at news.xbox.com. And the part that I really want to focus on here is the future of handheld gaming. Underneath this, they talk about what's coming. And this is what's coming. In the coming weeks, Xbox Ally players can look forward to previewing default game profiles, a new feature that balances frame rate and energy use for select titles to give players smooth, enjoyable gameplay while extending battery life. And that's just the beginning. Early next year, we will also roll out enhancements to the docking experience for both Xbox Ally handhelds, introduce AI-powered features like automatic super resolution, and highlight reels for the Xbox Ally X, and much more. That's a ton of fun. They also say that we're getting ongoing improvements to performance, battery life, handheld compatibility, and new features on the Xbox Ally handhelds. This is just the beginning, and very, very exciting. I think enhancing the full screen experience for Xbox. Again, here we are at launch. It's just dropped. And this is the worst the Xbox full screen experience will ever be, and it's pretty good. It's pretty decent right now. So it's only going to be a matter of time before it not only, I believe, catches up to the Steam Deck UI and UX, surpasses it. It doesn't take much. They're getting a ton of data. They're going to be able to see how are players utilizing this. Where are their pain points? How can we improve that? So you're going to get better Game Pass streaming here, integration. You're going to get better hybrid cloud local saves and seeking. You're going to get these adapted power profiles designed specifically for games. For handheld performance mode, where you get the best frame rates combined with the best battery life. I think that's absolutely going to be huge as well. The super resolution mode, for those of you that don't know what that is you're going to get even better resolution on your handheld or when you dock your game. So what it does is it's an AI chip. Basically, it's a chip in your device that is dedicated to this process, to AI. And what it does is it lowers the resolution, emits it to, let's say, your 4K TV. I'm just going to use this as an example. It's really basic, high level. emits it to your 4K television at a lower frame rate, let's say 1080p. And then it uses that AI chip. The NPU is what it's called. It's a neural processing unit. It's an AI chip dedicated to actually upscale everything to create the 4K resolution for you. That's not exactly how it works, but that's basically what it does. So that your system, your device thinks it's using lower resolution, so it's able to get higher frame rates, and then it's making your resolution look even better. It's big, it's huge. That's coming early next year, or at the end of this year, early next year, and I think that's going to be big, particularly if you're someone that wants to dock this, if you want to be able to play it on higher resolutions than just your monitor there. I think it's big, and it's definitely going to be a game changer for not just the ROG Xbox Ally X, but for the industry as a whole. I think here what we're seeing is, for everybody that's like, Xbox is dead and dying. No. You're seeing the strategy here come into place. Microsoft's handheld playbook is emerging here. These optimizations, in my mind, show that Xbox and Microsoft isn't treating the ROG Xbox Ally X or just the Ally as a one-off experiment. It's actively refining Windows for handheld gaming. It's actively refining the Xbox full screen experience to be optimized for players on their handheld. In my mind, this is the clearest sign of long-term commitment here. We're going to see these features come in the next generation of Xbox. This UI that we're using, this interface, the Xbox full screen mode, it's not full screen, it's full screen mode, it's full screen experience. I keep doing that. It's not FSM, it's FSE. I keep doing it. I don't know why. Call it a mode. We don't need the experience. The experience does sound better though. But I think that is actually what's going to be our UI ecosystem on the next generation of Xbox. I think eventually even the consoles go down. Now, I don't know with the hardware how you do that with the current gen consoles, but definitely the next gen consoles, they're going to have this, because that's how we're going to have the ability. We're breaking down the walled gardens, guys. That's how we're going to have the ability to play all of our games, whether they're PC titles, console titles, whether they're Xbox titles, whether there's titles from Steam or Epic Games, all on one device. And so really, this is them preparing the ecosystem even before the hardware by improving the compatibility and performance on existing devices like the Ally X. Microsoft's effectively training the ecosystem before introducing any official Xbox branded devices. And that official Xbox branded device, I don't think it's ever going to be a handheld. People are still debating that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be the console. That's going to be officially. And I think when we get to console, I think we're going to go the route as well of OEMs, of third-party manufacturers as well. I think we're going to have an official one, and I think we're also going to have third-party ones. Why not? Imagine an Asus console, the Asus Xbox console. Why not? Well, we just did it with handhelds. Why not? What does that change? Answer, it doesn't really change anything. So it's really interesting. I think what I really like is this idea of bridging the PC and console in practice. The Xbox app is improving. The quick resume improvements is coming. It'll make the handheld Windows devices, that's essentially what these are, feel more console-like, blurring the line between PC and Xbox in daily use. That's the downside. Everybody's saying, hey, this is the best handheld out there on the market right now. When you look at all the reviews that are coming out, when you look at people hands-on, this is it. This is the standard bearer. The ROG Ally X is. Their one complaint universally is that you still have to finish with it. Like, you still have to, it's still Windows. You still have to play with it. I think over time that goes away and we really begin to blur the lines between a PC and an Xbox, especially on the handheld. So we're setting this up for 2026, and you can see now we're headed into 2026 with these updates, early 2026. The middle or end of 2026, we're going to start to see, hey, here's what the next generation of consoles are going to look like. And then we're going to find out in 2027 with that release what it looks like. This is all you could see in order how this is being set up for the future for Xbox. So really interesting there. I would like to know from you guys, how far can Windows go in feeling console simple without abandoning its PC flexibility? Like, do you think there's ever this stage where it becomes too console-like, that PC players are like, it's too much like a console? I don't know, because you still have the options. I'll give you a prime example. Battlefield 6 on the console has all of the options there that exist on the PC. There's no difference. So you're not removing the options, you're just streamlining the interface before jumping into Battlefield, for instance. You know what I mean? Like what you're trying to do with the Xbox full screen experience and Game Pass, etc., is the interface when you launch up is what's changing. You're no longer launching into Windows to multitask. You're launching up the Xbox full screen experience to game. And that's it. It's a gaming ecosystem that supports both PC and console. So I don't think that it ever loses its PC flexibility. I think actually the PC flexibility gets enhanced. It gets simplified for people while maintaining all of the options that it currently has. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And next up, do you like this ecosystem first approach from Xbox? Or would you rather have the hardware first approach? I'm all in on the ecosystem first approach to me. And I wasn't. Again, I say this in all my videos. I did not think that this would work from Xbox. I think they needed their own dedicated handheld, their dedicated hardware. That was the only way to do it. I was proven wrong. I can see now that they don't need to do their own handheld, that the ecosystem first approach is absolutely the way to go, in my opinion. What Asus has built is fantastic. What Xbox has partnered with them on is fantastic. This is the first steps in the eco-first system across multiple devices, and I think it's a smart move. Would love to know what you guys think, though. Where am I right? Where am I wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is S1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye.